Hello, tribe. Welcome to your full moon in Virgo lunar energy report. I am a little bit late. I have a good reason though, because this full moon in Virgo, I have been working on the final edits on my end. I received it back from the publisher probably about a week ago, a week and a half ago or so. The last edits on my end for the Black Moon Lilith Rising book. So I'm almost done with them, but they're actually due tomorrow. So I had to heavily work on them yesterday. I got to get these done on time. And I figured my tribe will totally understand. They've been so understanding during this entire double book process. So I'm a day late. But the thing is that lunar energy reports are about for 3 weeks until we have the new lunar cycle. So basically, this report gives you 3 weeks of energy. So a day late is still not too bad, not too shabby. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to all the new members who have joined. And if you're new to Black Moon Lilith Collective, my lunar energy reports are essentially my horoscope for a few weeks. These are the more timely forecasts in Black Moon Lilith Collective. And basically, I go by the moon. I'm a Cancer rising, and it's just aligned with me to deliver horoscopes this way instead of January, this is what's up. February, this is what's up. I prefer to do it by the moon. That's the real timekeeper in general, anyway. So basically, this is going to be a monthly horoscope, essentially, but through the phases of the moon, the new and full moon cycles. And I also talk about eclipses as well on Black Moon Lilith Collective. We have those coming up, so stay tuned for those. But not only do I give the astrology and do a horoscope for the collective, I also talk about each of the 12 zodiac signs, and I also go into the cards. So today, always intuitively pick my cards. Also, you guys, I want you to know that. I'm not just like random. Whoever sent me whatever deck, which some people, publisher will send me stuff. People will send me stuff to use for free, but I only pick it if it's like really resonating for the reading I'm about to do. So here are the decks that I'm going to use today. So the Light Seers Tarot, and I love Chris Ann, a fellow Hay House author. This is actually a very best-selling deck. I think it's an essential deck everyone should have. And y'all go get that if you'd like. Or wait for the Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle. And we've got the Romance Angels deck. This is another Hay House author as well, Doreen Virtue. And we are going to, another reason why I picked, so Light Seers is such a great deck for understanding shadow and the light. So I picked that for this reading because a little preview of what's coming up for you guys. And then I picked Romance Angels because I think a lot of you are dealing with relationships. So I want to tap into those cards as well where it feels right. So I basically, for each sign, kind of dabble back and forth between the decks just based on my intuition. So I may use one for you. I may use both. We'll see. So let's get into the collective. One more announcement, actually. So another horoscope that I've been working on, and thanks to these book edits flying on my lap the past week, I haven't posted it yet, finished it yet. But this is Saturn in Pisces. Saturn in Pisces happened yesterday during the full moon in Virgo, and that deserves an entirely different video. This is a 2-year transit. So I think if you guys get it next week, it's totally fine. This is like a long transit. Same with Pluto and Aquarius. Those couple of horoscopes are coming up, and they're going to be a longer workshop format so that you can understand what is in store for you for the next 2 years for Saturn and Pisces, and then the next 20 years for Pluto and Aquarius. So these are very important workshops. I'm taking my time with them, and I will release them once they're completed. Now let's get into the full moon in Virgo. So The full moon in Virgo was yesterday, March 7th at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you're in a different part of the world, you can convert that and check out where and when this happened for you in your side of the neck of the woods. And basically, this is a full moon. So the moon was in the sign of Virgo, and the sun was in the sign of Pisces. So we're in Pisces season, of course. And basically, this is activating the axis of practicality, reality, release, cleansing, the details, and also our dreams, our wishes, our subconscious patterns, things we may have been not really looking into that have been lurking in the shadows, And I'm referring to Pisces with that energy. And this also has to do with boundaries. And this also can do with illusion as well. So Virgo and Pisces is activated for the next few weeks. And basically, this full moon is activating and highlighting what has been blocking your blessings, blocking your future, and where you want to go, where you see the future of your life, the things that you have been wanting to attain over the past couple of years that we've been in Saturn and Aquarius. A lot of the shadow work you've done around boundaries and your work and what you do and how you serve others also was a big theme with this full moon and will continue to be a big theme during the month of March. So let's get into the charts so I can explain to you guys more about the astrology. All right, full moon in Virgo. So, like I said, the moon was in the sign of Virgo in opposition to the Pisces sun. So we've got this opposition here. That's what we call that in astrology. I'm sure a lot of you who've been following me in these reports for a while know that that's a full moon. New folks, this will always be a full moon because the moon reflects the light of the sun, and this is why we get that bright, big, round effect. So it's science, literally, and full moons represent reveals. They are a culmination. They are highlighting truth. They are placing a flashlight on the zodiac signs that they are happening in. So Virgo has to do with cleaning up, purging. Virgo is about the details. It's also very work oriented, routine oriented. So, where in those areas of your life have you been subscribing to old ways of doing things that just no longer fit for you anymore? And we're going to get into those areas of life in the zodiac forecasts. But this is really highlighting some uncomfortable truths that you're going to have to cleanse out and deal with in order for the future to really come in. And we've got with the sun in Pisces, Neptune, not too far behind. So Neptune also represents illusions, ways in which we have not been honest with ourselves about actually what we want for our future, about our dreams, about what we really desire, about our true creativity. Neptune can cloud some things. So this full moon is really shining a light on these clouds and is asking you to change them. Mercury is also a big part of this full moon. Mercury is in Pisces, and Mercury is in its debility in the sign of Pisces. Mercury rules over the sign of Virgo, typically. But Mercury is not feeling so hot during this full moon. So this is where I'm saying there might be some truth, some communication. Mercury rules over communication, news, messages. So some of you may be getting triggered by some new messages, some truth that you did not know before. And maybe there also can be some transformative communication coming in over the next few weeks that will trigger you towards your dreams after you are through with clearing out the clutter that is blocking that message, blocking that news, blocking that abundance from coming in. We also were on the final degree of Saturn in Aquarius during this full moon. So Saturn did not go into Pisces yet when this full moon activated. And this is a critical degree in astrology. And this essentially is like a hot degree. It means like something ending abruptly, sudden changes. It can mean crisis. It depends on how it's aspected. But in this particular case, it's not really like squaring a lot. I mean, we could say it's squaring, which is a harsh aspect, it's a negative aspect, Uranus and Taurus, but it's a very wide square. So really this Saturn in Aquarius is about a completion of the work, inner work especially, that you have done over the past couple of years. I know for me personally, Spirit is calling for me to like get a little personal about my Saturn in Aquarius. I'm a Scorpio, and this has been squaring my sun. I have other planets in Scorpio. I've got a Leo moon, and Aquarius squares those energies. So if you are a fixed sign, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, I'm totally blanking on the other one, Taurus. Sorry, Taurians. I like totally blanked on your sign. But Saturn in Aquarius is really testing the fixed signs, most specifically, or if you have placements there. And my life over the past 2 years has been a grind. Saturn has literally been barreling down my ass, for lack of a better way to say it. I've been hustling with what I do here, with the work that I do for everyone, writing multiple books, writing columns, putting marketing, leading the team here, leading the creative, like doing so much. But this was what Saturn was about for me. And a lot of you, especially the fixed signs, was about putting in the hard work necessary to transcend your current reality. So if I didn't put in that work over the past couple of years, we wouldn't have a book or a deck. If I didn't do X and X and X over the past couple of years, if I didn't quit my job, and move into this full time in the past, like I would not be here. So I had to make tough decisions. I had to work hard. And that's what I want you guys to understand is like manifestation is not just about, oh, if I think happy thoughts or if I wish really hard or, if I see something positive coming in my astrology or my tarot, it's bound to happen and I don't have to do anything to make it happen. We have to take action. We have to work. And Saturn reminds us of that. So this final degree is like this next couple weeks, this is like the portal here to now finish up, complete that past couple of years of work and to now really clear up that clutter, clear up those roadblocks, tighten things up so that when April comes, you will be ready for that growth, that life change that is coming through for all of you. March is a transformative month, and this full moon is really kicking that off. So we've got Saturn at a 29 degree, finishing up literally. We're not going to see Saturn in Aquarius until another 29 or 30 years. And we are now moving into Saturn in Pisces, which I will get to you in a different video. So this full moon also, one last aspect I'll talk about for the collective. We had a fixed mutable square with the full moon and Mars in Gemini. So a square, like I said before, is a harsh aspect. And when we have a square, it can bring challenges, it can bring some difficult results, but it also represents triggers, change, and it's an electric connection. And this full moon is connected with Mars. Mars is the planet of action, Mars wants to move things forward, and it's in the sign of Gemini, which represents communication. Again, some of you are going to be getting communication. This could be a new contract. This could be a call. This could be a letter, an email, a text that is going to transform your life over the next month. We're going to get to the various areas of life. It depends on you guys. This is collective, of course, but y'all, everyone's going through a change, whether it be in work, whether it be in a relationship, if it's your location, if it's how you run your daily routine, your health. Depends on where it is for you. But Mars in Gemini is all about action through communication. And we are out of completely the Mars retrograde shadow period also as of beginning of March. So I'm also saying to you guys too, some advice. March, the entire month, is time to sign contracts. Let's get it going, guys. Like, everyone always asks me this. Like, I'm getting like emotional because literally I can't tell you how many clients, friends, followers, when I talk about Mars retrograde or Mercury retrograde, they're like, when can I sign contracts? When can I move forward? When can I make new decisions? Now, now until, I want to say until May. May, don't quote me on this, guys, because obviously looked at the entire year, but go back, check out the 2023 horoscopes that are all now posted, and check out your sign, and that will show you when the retrogrades are all year, and you can plan ahead a little better than just watching these. But we are direct now, so now is go time during March. So now that we have gone over the collective, let's now go over each of the 12 signs.